Welcome to part 5 of Let's Play Legend of Zelda 2. Happy Thanksgiving. In the last episode, we just beat the second palace, and we got the downward stab. So we're gonna do a little, a side quest for the harbor town of Mido to get a magic spell. Which you can do before you can, go to the second palace. Doesn't matter, I just wanted to get the downward stab for the second palace. No, we just head down, back into the first swamp. It had a boulder in front of that cave. Since we have the hammer, we can just easily break that boulder and get in the palace. If we can avoid all these random battle scenes. Hey, a pea bag. So let's get to that cave and get the what we need to. See that boulder right there in that cave? That's our destination. We don't keep getting random battle scenes. Let's get out of here. Now we're in the cave. And Baku Bakus. Make sure you don't collide with them, because they will take 10 experience points. Alright, now we're in the second part of the cave. And we gotta take care of Daria's. Orange and red. That was one. And there's another. Ow. Still hits hard. Yeah, I did try to stab it. It's the, Water of Life. Now let's get out of this cave. And go back to the harbor town of Mido so that we can pick up our magic spell. Ow! I hate when they do that, when they spawn like that. Nah. But sometimes in these like scenes with them, you can easily avoid them because they don't really. They'll jump out where you can easily dodge them. That was on my tail. That was inevitable. So we're gonna backtrack to Mido. Here's a little strange tidbit. When you break the boulders, they automatically become desert scenes. So if you encounter a random enemy encounter on top of like over a blown up boulder, and you get a desert battle, that's why. Heal up. Because the next spell, that's how we're going to get to Palace 3. And Palace 3 is called the Island Palace. And reason being, it's on an island. Don't need to fill my magic. But this house we need. The Water of Life, blah blah blah. Okay, and you're gonna wonder how we're gonna get to Palace 3. And this is the way we're gonna do it. This magic word will give you power. Wanna know what kind of power it is? Fairy. Well, I do kind of look like Peter Pan, but fairy. So basically, fairy spell is you turn into a fairy for the whole screen. You can't attack. You can't really do anything but just fly around, which is good for avoiding things. And in later palaces, you will need the fairy spell. So we're just gonna head to the graveyard. Hopefully we don't have any enemy encounters, because those are some of the tougher enemies in there. So what we're gonna do is get to that center grave, so no enemy encounters. So we're gonna go down, take care of these enemies. Now that's too high for the jump spell, so we're gonna turn into a fairy, fly up, and this is how we get to the Island Palace. Downward stab, lucky magic. Take care of him. Boom. Take care of this blue guy. 2 hits. I remember they used to take multiple hits. Alright. About to go to Palace number 3. We're flying through it. Heal up. That was so nice of that statue to give me a red potion. And here we go. Island Palace number 3. Hey, Doom Knocker. Yeah, Doom Knockers, they do hit hard. Ow. Downward stab didn't come out right. Yeah, he's being a little aggressive. Heal up. And he gives me a red magic jar so I can refill my magic. Okay. I remember one time I went to the second. I didn't go to the second palace before the third. I really broke sequence. And I couldn't get at like anywhere. Well, I could get places in the palace, but I couldn't get to certain parts because I forgot the glove. So I had to get a game over and start back at Hyrule Temple so I can go to the second palace and get the glove. I was like, man, felt stupid for doing that, but you know, I was like, trying to break sequence here and go get this P bag. Trying to avoid that enemy contact. Okay, I'm gonna confront this Iron Knuckle. Because I'm trying to level up here. Get a level up. This, like, after Palace 3, the difficulty does start to spike a little bit higher. And you'll see in the next part. You can make that jump without the jump spell, but I just wanted to be safe and secure. And another thing about these palaces, they're very accumulative. Basically the skills you learn, they test this game the palaces kind of test you on. So with that being said, the jump spell was just used. Let me see. With tough enemies, it is recommended to use the shield spell. You don't have to use it, but the defense boost does help. And then the third palace, now they're expecting you to have the glove. Now it's gonna get like that for more palaces. You can't get up there just yet, but it won't matter. I was checking in my magic level, and get this Iron Knuckle because I got 200 more points to go to level up. Well, 230. Forgive me. Now you can farm these guys, like I said, but it's not recommended because these guys spawn in infinite amount of times, and if they collide with you, they'll take your experience. So you have to time it just right if you're gonna farm these guys. So let me get out of here before it gets too complex for me. But every once in a while they will drop, like, you know, P bags or magic jars so you can heal yourself. I love the downward step. You can bounce off enemies. I'm gonna head down here. Open this key. Yeah, red Stalfos. Free magic. Let me have my life spell ready. And a jump spell, so I can get my P bag, take care of this Doom Knocker because I know he's gonna give me enough experience to level up. And I'm at 6 magic. And let's go in here and whoa! Oops! I forgot to get something because the room after that is the boss room. So I gotta backtrack so I can pick up the item in this dungeon. It's the second time I did that. If you do beat the palace, without getting an item, don't worry. You can still go back in the palace and get the item. It won't turn to stone or nothing. Just gotta have the arduous task of defeating these enemies. Be careful in this room. I do recommend you to for jump spell. So that way you don't, jump. Your jump is not too short, because these are like really tight jumps. And you don't want to fall in lava, because that's no good. Alright, let's get in here and get the treasure. You know when there's an item treasure when it's well guarded with stronger enemies. No. Oh god, no. Meet the blue iron knuckle. One of the meanest, nasty palace enemies. After you strike them once, they will throw multiple swords. And we just got our item. The raft. The raft is used to get to the next part of the game. I checked to see if there is a red drawer. And we will, obviously we will need that. So let's make our way back to where we was before I noticed I forgot to pick the raft up. Because that would have been no good. So, trying to, I wouldn't say off screen them, but pick up my little bit of magic. Luckily, we killed most of the big enemies, but the ones that respawn you can't take care of, so. But they just drop a measly 5 or 2 experience points. And we're gonna head back down the elevator. Back into that room, back to the room we came from. Let's see. And I do like non-respawning enemies. And there's a blue iron knuckle. God, blue iron knuckles are a pain in the ass. I don't know what I was thinking, not arming myself with the shields. Oh, now I decided. There's another iron knuckle on the side. What I was trying to do is trying to jump and stab, because they lower their shield, but I got too close to them. But try to keep them back, a little bit back. And pay attention to where when he throws his knives, because the blue iron knuckles do throw their knives, and they can throw it fast. Let's see, I was checking to see if there was a red jar or anything to heal myself. And I don't know why I went down to get this iron knuckle. I wasn't trying to kill myself. I think I was trying to get the pea bag, but I tried to fight this iron knuckle, and I'm at no health, and I do die in this room, and I was lucky to kill that iron knuckle. You can jump on there to get there. It's like a pixel perfect jump. What I'm doing is keeping them there so I can get a good, well-timed jump stab, and I'm on my last life. And like I said, I'm not playing with the Game Genie or anything. I'm playing this straight on my NES. So I make myself room and fight this iron knuckle. Yeah, I try to be careful. 100. Now to the boss. Okay, wonder what the boss is gonna be this time. I shield up, and I have life on standby. Okay, what do we got? This is Chouse Knuckle. The Chouse Knuckle, 4 hits to get him off, and we have the blue iron knuckles. You know it's bad when a regular iron knuckle, a blue knuckle, is a boss. But if you don't know what you're doing by now, then it's the iron up the boss. But since we beat Palace 3, we're gonna place the crystal in the altar, and we're gonna level up, or we might. But this is Freddy of the Carolina Retro Gamers. I'll see you next time.